Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to sit down and just chat with you guys because I feel like my last however many videos I've done have not really been like me just talking to you guys one-on-one, having a little heart-to-heart. I've got some things I need to update you. I've got some things I need to update you on, some stuff that's like changing in our lives. And I also thought I would just go through you guys' questions and clear up a few things that you have asked me to clear up. Also doing this makeup look in the video, I will link all the products I used in the description box down below. You guys know I'm all about like healthy living, like holistic lifestyle. This week's sponsor is Ritual, so the future of vitamins is clear. So even if you live a healthy lifestyle and you eat healthy, I do try and eat healthy as much as I can. I eat a whole foods, plant-based diet. Obviously you can still have gaps in your diet, like you don't always get all the nutrients you need all the time. And that's where Ritual comes in. So Ritual has a multivitamin that they have developed for women and it helps to fill the gaps in your diet. Unlike some other vitamins on the market, Ritual has no colorants, no shady additives, no fillers, so you know exactly what's going into your body. This multivitamin is made for women and it is vegan friendly. It gets delivered to your door every 30 days, so you never have to panic and run out to the health food shop and go buy your vitamins because you've run out. Ritual takes care of all that for you. It's non-GMO, it's gluten and allergen free. Ritual also has no nausea capsule design, so you can take it on an empty stomach and they always smell fresh because there's actually a little mint capsule in here that keeps them smelling fresh. I use my natural nails, guys, but I want to show you what these capsules look like up close. I'm trying to avoid painting my nails and like getting fake nails as much because I'm trying to like appreciate my natural self more. More in that in another video. So this is what the capsules look like up close. Don't be scared of them either. I am not very good at taking tablets. Like I choke on Panadol, but these I've had no problem swallowing. I just take it with a big gulp of water and it goes down just fine. Ritual is an obsessively researched multivitamin and you can actually find where they source all their nutrients on their website. They're very transparent about where they source everything. They also do offer a women's 50+ multivitamin and also pregnancy, like prenatal vitamins. So if you click on the link in the description box down below, it'll take you over to Ritual's website and there you'll be able to get 10% off your first 3 months of Ritual's women's multivitamin. And now let's get straight into the video. I'm gonna be using my own palette on my eyes in this video. If you guys haven't seen, extremely exciting news. I've got my own palette out. Look how beautiful it is. Mine is a little bit beat up, not gonna lie, because I use it every single day that I wear makeup. I'm gonna actually do my kind of signature hooded eye, smoky eye in this video. I still get asked so often how I actually do it and it's so easy. Like it literally takes like 3 eyeshadows. 2 if you're feeling lazy. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. Obviously I'll also link my eyeshadow palette in the description box down below because it is the palette that I think everybody needs in their life because I made it and I made it to be awesome. So why am I scared to look at these questions? I'm gonna start with my contour. So for my contour, I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Honeycomb. This is the contour shade I developed for pale skin tones, like a cool grey undertone, so it's going to actually look like shadows on pale skin and not be too orange or too dark. So the first question is, not trying to be rude, but are you pregnant again? Some of your recent pics look like you are. Okay, I assume she's talking about the pics that I've put up recently on my Instagram where I'm like sat, relaxed, comfortably, not sucking in or anything. I mean, I don't think I look particularly pregnant in those, but I could see how it might come across that way because obviously like my belly looks bigger in those pictures. But to the best of my knowledge, as we currently speak, no, I am not pregnant. I know you're not trying to be rude, but like I just feel like you should never really ask someone if they're pregnant unless they themselves come out and say that they're pregnant because you never know what someone's going through or like if they're having like struggles conceiving. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's a very kind of, it's kind of one of those questions you should never really ask. Even though I know I'm on the internet and I put myself out there, I still have feelings. Okay, so that's that contour shade Honeycomb on my cheekbone. It actually looks like I have a cheekbone now. I'm so proud of this shade we developed. I also use it to contour my nose. I've done like a whole video on this. I'll put it up here for you guys to watch what I do in more depth. That will do. I'm gonna go in with this. This is my favorite bronzer at the moment. It's the Deck of Scarlet Mistake Proof Spray Bronzer. I'll link it down below for you guys. I use the shade Illicit, which brings me to a question I've gotten quite a lot. The way this palette works, it doesn't go like highlight, like contour, and then bronzer. Suppose you could use it like that, but that's not how I designed it. The way I designed the palette to work, it's a universal highlight to match every skin tone because it's quite a neutral highlight. Then you've got the light contour for my skin tone and similar, and then you've got a deep contour. So this, I suppose in the palette, it actually looks lighter than it looks on the skin. On the skin, it's actually a real deep, warm, undertoned, deep contour. So I'll swatch them next to each other and show you what these shades actually look like. so you can see the difference. So that is the two contour shades on my hand. That's the deep contour shade called Golden, and then that's the light contour shade that I used on my face today called Honeycomb. So that is the difference between the two shades. Next question is, did you ever find out who reported you on the donkeys? How are they going? So we still haven't found out technically who reported me for donkey abuse. If you guys haven't seen the videos on that and you're like, what the hell, you abuse donkeys? No, I don't. I'll put the videos up here. I've already done a few videos on it. It was such a drama. It was just, it was so stressful. So no, technically we haven't found out who reported me for donkey abuse, and we're only kind of speculating, but we have our suspicions. I actually got a call from the Department of Agriculture. Was it last week or the week before? Honestly, when I saw that I had a missed call from the Department of Agriculture, I knew it was about the donkeys and my heart just sunk. I was like, what the has happened now? Thinking like this person has done something else or I've been reported again. I was like, surely not. Anyway, so I called the number back and it was the officer from the Department of Agriculture who investigated me in the first place, and he said that he was around our area. He popped in to check on the donkeys and he said they look amazing and I'm doing a good job of looking after them, and it was just the nicest thing to hear. Like, I felt so validated. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, it's not easy looking after donkeys. People think you just plonk them in a paddock and they just kind of look after themselves. That's what I thought when I first rescued them, but there's a lot more work that goes into it than that. So it was just nice to be like validated by the Department of Agriculture themselves that I am actually doing a good job and my donkeys look happy and healthy, and yeah, it was just nice. Okay, for my highlight, I'm going in with the highlight from my palette, the shade Star. The next question, how are you? How is your mental health doing? Love you, Katie. Love you too, girl. Thank you for asking. My mental health, as it's kind of always been, is up and down. Like, I have good days and bad days. Recently, like with the last couple of weeks, I've been doing pretty well. Like, I've been stressed because like there's a lot going on with work and stuff, but it's not because my work is doing badly. It's because I'm doing well at the moment. Like, I've got a lot of opportunities coming my way, but then I get stressed because I don't have enough time to do them all. Plus, I've got terrible time management skills. Like, honestly, guys, I shoot myself in the foot the majority of the time because I tend to leave everything to the last minute and then I get stressed because I don't have time to do everything. And I feel like the more I try and get myself on track and get like ahead of the game, the more I fall behind. I don't know. I've always been that way. Like, even in school, if I knew I had like an exam coming up, I would be that person that leaves it to the night before and then stays up till 5 a.m. like trying to cram everything in. Why do I do this to myself? But aside from that, like my mental health, touch wood. Oh my God, guys, where's wood? Aside from that, my mental health has been pretty good recently, but I kind of never know how long it's going to last. Like, I go up and down. I kind of describe it as like a roller coaster. Like, I'll be going like fine, and then all of a sudden I like go boom, and I never know what's going to trigger me. Like, I don't even like talking about anxiety because that could trigger me to start feeling anxious again. Like, it's such a vicious cycle. I also put a bit of highlight on the tip of my nose because that makes, see how my nose kind of like slopes down the way? If I put a bit of highlight right on the tip of my nose, it makes the tip of my nose look higher than it actually is, and it just kind of makes my nose look a bit more upturned. This is a really, really finely milled highlight, so like, even if you've got like texture issues on your skin like I do, or if you've got mature skin, because this highlight is so finely milled, it's not going to like, you know, exacerbate texture issues or like make fine lines look more extreme like some highlighters do. You know, some highlighters are like super chunky or super glittery and you put them on and you're like, ooh, this highlighter is not like that. The next question, how are you handling mum life and working from home? I'm struggling. Me too, girl, me too. My camera just ran out of batteries while I was mid-talking. How rude. I always thought that working from home looked so cushy, like you just do a little bit of work and then you just spend the rest of your time relaxing. It ain't like that. I mean, it could be like that, but you'd literally get no work done and then you wouldn't get paid, so you wouldn't really be working from home. You would just be like chilling at home. I do definitely struggle with it. I struggle to like achieve stuff and get stuff done. When I had Axel, and obviously like being a mum now and looking after my baby, we don't have a nanny, we don't have any help. He doesn't go to preschool, he doesn't go to a childminder, nothing like that. Me and Darren both work from home. Well, Darren is like a bit from home, a bit in the gym. That mum work-life balance, like I'm struggling with it. Like even right now, see, I'm filming, yeah? He's downstairs asleep and that's fine. But when he wakes up, if I can hear him like crying, I feel immediately bad, like, oh my God, my baby, like I should be there looking after you. And I'm only upstairs in the house. Like I can't imagine how it would feel for mums that don't want to go to work, but have to because you got bills to pay, and have to actually like leave their baby with someone else to mind them. And like, you got to do what you got to do. And if you're a working mum and you have to do that, like a lot of my friends are like that, so much power to you, so much love to you, because that, like, you are absolutely epic. Like I struggle just working upstairs from home. So like, you've got guts of steel and you are absolutely amazing if you do that. Like my mum used to do that. My mum was a single mum. She raised me by herself until she met my stepdad, who took me on as his own when I was 5, I think. She was working full time whilst being a single mum, whilst raising me when I was little. I used to go to like a childminder, or my grandma would take me. Obviously, like when you're a kid, you don't realize the sacrifice your parents are making to put food on the table and pay the bills. But then I feel like when you are a mother and you have, a baby of your own, you start to realize and you're like, whoa. Yeah, I totally just went off on a tangent. I apologize, guys. Anyway, sometimes I feel like you guys are mind readers. Like sometimes I haven't even said anything on topic, and then you will like, I'll get a message off someone, or someone will ask me a question, or I'll get a comment of someone literally saying what I've been thinking in my head. So one question, in fact a lot of these questions, is are you looking at moving abroad? Are you staying in Ireland or considering moving elsewhere? Blah, 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 blah. So many questions like that. I haven't been wanting to say anything, guys, because it's not like fully set in stone yet. So I've kind of, for the last couple of months, we've been keeping this on the down low. We are planning on moving. We are planning on moving to Spain. I know that's probably super random to you guys. You're just gonna be like, Spain? I wasn't expecting that. I'm just gonna do my smoky eye. I'll tell you what I do. So basically I go in with this shade Storm, the dark brown first, and then I go in with a transition shade afterwards. And for that I use this shade Sunset. I'm going in with an E55 shader brush and Storm, and I'm packing that on my mobile lid, which is like, see where my crease is? That's under that, the part that moves when you blink, that's the mobile lid. That's where I'm putting Storm. So after we had Axel, we started kind of like re-evaluating our lives and re-evaluating what we want from our lives. And me and Darren, we love that kind of like outdoor, like healthy, holistic living lifestyle. Oh, by the way, guys, never, if you have hooded eyes, leave your eyeshadow like that, because as you can see, it makes hooded eyes look so much more hooded. So you want to bring the shadow up and over the hood or the crease of your eye to make them look less kind of like puffy. Yeah, and then after we had Axel, we realized that that kind of lifestyle is a little bit more difficult to do in Ireland, especially in the county that we live in, because where we live, it rains like a lot. And I'm talking about, 24/7. I used to absolutely love that. When I used to live that kind of like, not drinking culture, but like, the pub lifestyle, like on the weekends, me and Darren would go out to the pub and we'd see our friends there. During the week we would work, and that was our lifestyle. But after having Axel, we really wanted to live more of like a healthy outdoor kind of lifestyle. And Axel absolutely loves the beach. He loves being outside. He loves playing in dirt. And so then we were thinking maybe we should move back to Australia, which would be so difficult to do. By the way, I'm just going in with an E25 now and the shade Sunset. The shade Sunset. And we like looked into the costs of that and realized that that was just definitely not going to be a feasible option for us. Like it would cost like over 100,000 euros for us to move back to Australia, not including buying a house. We ain't got that kind of money. Plus we wouldn't be able to take the donkeys with us. So I'm just staying with that E25 now, and I'm just blending, blowing this shade out. I can hear Axel's awake. That's what I'm talking about. With like the mum guilt, like mum guilt is awful. Like you can be doing the best job that you think you can possibly do and you'll still have mum guilt. So then we were thinking, we can't afford to move back to Australia. What about Spain? And I've actually never been to Spain. I know some of you guys are going to be like, Stephanie, what the absolute heck? Like, you've never been to a country and you're planning on moving there. Yes, my friends, this is how I roll. Darren, however, has been there like quite a few times and he absolutely loves it. Like he always used to joke about moving to Spain, and I was like, no, I'm staying in Ireland. I love the rain, I love the cold, I love the pub. But literally when you have a child, I don't know if I just speak for myself here, but when you have a child, your whole outlook on life changes. So we're moving to Spain. We're hoping by summer next year, we will have a house there. You guys can actually tell me your opinion on this. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking like we'll save up a deposit to buy a house over there and just, do it all in one. Like I don't need to live there first. I'll just buy a house there. I'm just going to love it and we're going to live there. Darren thinks it would be wiser to rent for a year in Spain and just make sure it's actually like the right choice for us rather than buy a house first and then live there and then realize that it's not for you. Using my head, I think his way is probably the smarter way of doing things, but going with my heart, I would rather just buy a house kind of from the get-go and be like kind of like secure and set up. Do you know what I mean? But I think I do a lot of things like in my life based on fear. Like fear is my main motivator. I really want to get like an acre or two of land so that I can obviously have room for the dogs to run and also grow my own organic fruit and veg. And yes, we will be planning once we're set up to move the donkeys over as well. So that was another reason we chose Spain. Do you know that donkeys are actually desert animals? Donkeys also aren't waterproof, so they're not really made for the rain. So I just feel like they'll have a much better quality of life moving to Spain. It's crazy when you've got this many like dependents, you have to take into account everyone and everything and what their needs are. But I think it'll be awesome. Like I'm really excited for it. So our house here in Ireland, we're still planning on keeping this house because we love this house. Like this is everything we want from a home in Ireland. We've got the land for the dogs. The donkeys are secure and happy where they are. They live on our friend's land. You know, we've slowly started doing the house up. So we've got a well now. In fact, shall I quickly show you guys like a little mini house tour and a renovation update? I'll film that at the end and I'll include it right here. So the first thing that we changed about the house, come on quickly have a look. Oh, by the way, the house is an absolute bomb site, but I suppose this is like how we realistically live. Like nobody's house is clean 100% of the time, I hope. Hope it's not just me. So this is the kitchen. I don't know if you guys remember what the kitchen used to look like. The kitchen was very dark. It didn't have any storage or anything like that. So we've brightened it up. We've painted it all white. We got this kitchen put in and we absolutely love it. Come and have a look. We got this island put in. We chose this like duck egg blue is what it's called. Cupboards to try and brighten the area up because this kitchen can tend to be really dark. We got the pellet stove put in. Before we used to have like a really old range here and you had to like manually put like coal or wood in it and that powers all the rest of the radiators in the house. So this is our one source of heating. So this is like our little art wall, but we actually need to print out some pictures to put in there, which we haven't done yet. That's one of those things that's always on the to-do list, but you never actually do it. We've actually purchased a new stove to put in here. So this is the original stove, but it's actually broken. So when we moved in, we didn't realize it was broken, but the whole back of it is fully burnt out. And the flue, like the chimney part that goes up, had holes in it and everything. So it was like a serious fire risk. So we purchased a new stove, so that's getting put in tomorrow. So this is the new stove getting put in tomorrow. So that's exciting to have like a nice safe fireplace in the lounge room. The rest of the stuff that we've done is outside. I mean, to be honest, we haven't done a whole lot to the house yet. Like there's still a lot we need to do. We still need to do the staircase because the staircase is all different. Like every step is a different height. Again, it all comes down to money. So we're just doing like a little bit at a time and then saving up more money and then doing the next job. But the main thing we got done is the well. So if you guys follow me on like Instagram, you'll know that our house before was run completely off rainwater and we were constantly running out of water. We couldn't wash our clothes when we ran out of water, couldn't flush the toilets, couldn't shower. It was so stressful. And especially we had a newborn baby and we had no water sometimes for like a week until it would rain a lot. So anyway, we got a well put in. So come outside, I'll show you. We did the fire pit here. So the fireplace out here, that was already there. But it was just mud surrounding it, so we like put this stone around it to make it a nice feature. And it's tidy, guys. I swear it does actually look good. It's a nice little feature in the front yard. We bought this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's a really old secondhand cast iron bath. So our plan is to clean out the bath and we're going to see, I don't know, can you guys see over, come around here. We want to like tidy this up and like stone out here so it's nice and neat and becomes a usable space. And then we're going to put the bath here and we're getting an outdoor hot tap put in tomorrow. Today. So the plumber is hopefully coming out today to put in an outdoor hot tap. So that's so exciting because then we can have like outdoor baths and we can bath the dogs outside and they can splash around as much as they want. So I'm so excited about that.
We haven't painted the house.
We haven't painted the house. That's
the state of it.
That's another thing on the to-do list. And then if you come up here, this is the well, the famous well. It doesn't actually look like a well. Like I always imagined a well to be like, you know, those like olden day wooden things where you put a bucket down. That's what I was like expecting, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like this. This is my veggie patch. It was doing a lot better, but the sheep next door broke in through the gate and ate pretty much everything, so I'm trying to bring it back to life. Our plan is to keep this house, and because we'll just be in Spain, it only is like an hour and a half plane ride from Spain to Ireland, so like hopefully it'll give us the freedom to be like, you know what, we miss our friends and Darren's family in Ireland, let's fly back for, you know, a week or two or something like that. Okay, so on my waterline, I just go in with this here. This is the Sigma Longwear eye pencil. Now I'm gonna do my winged eyeliner using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. What else telling you about? This is my absolute favorite mascara. If you guys haven't tried it yet, you need to try it. It's the iconic London, I think it's called the Boom Lash mascara. This is the mascara I've been using for probably 2 years. It's my absolute favorite. Like, it just makes the world of difference to my eyelashes. It lengthens them, it thickens them, it bloody lasts, it doesn't end up on my eyelids, and I've got like seriously oily skin. So I'll probably leave this video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you like for just being here with me and like, I don't know, just having a little chat with me. Tell me your opinions on what I've been speaking about, especially should we rent or just buy, especially with everything going on in the world at the moment. I hope you guys are safe and, you know, well and staying good mentally. I will link everything I used in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.